Now, as we have already taken the backup few minutes back, so which is like using the docker save command, we have the backup here. So let me go ahead and delete our existing image, docker images. Okay, let me grab it. So here we have our nginx custom image. So let me delete it. Okay, so the image is deleted now. So let's verify it. Okay, the image is deleted. Now what we will be doing is we will be loading our image from the backup which we created. So the command for that is docker load -i. Okay, so it has loaded the image into our laptop. So let's check it. Let me just grab nginx. So here we have our custom image back again. So if you want to run a container from it, okay, so if you go to the local host, just run it. So you have your local host, and with the changes you made with the index.html, which is persistent here. Now just for reference, like whatever we have done it locally on our local machine. Now if you want to push the image to the docker registry, now what is docker registry? Docker registry is a image registry provided by the docker hub, so where you can upload all your images to your account. Like whatever image you create locally, you can just push it, similar to the git push. There is a docker push which will push the image to your repository in the docker hub, which we'll see later how to do that. Now let me show you how we can do some other operations with the container. So let's see the running containers. We can see with docker ps, if you want to stop the container, use docker stop, and you can give the container name, or you can just give the id, so it will stop the container. Then if you want to delete the container, you can use same docker container rm. You can delete it with the id or with the name. Then you can also delete the volumes created. So for checking docker volumes, you can use docker volumes. Sorry, the command is docker volume ls. Yeah, so it will show all the local volumes which we had, and if you remember, my vol was the volume which we created earlier, so we can delete it. So let me delete the volume created. So for that you can use docker volume rm my vol. So with the docker rm -f and dollar, and inside the docker ps -s, it will list all the stopped containers and it will delete it. So now we can run our remove volume command. Okay, so docker volume rm -f my vol will remove the volume which we mapped earlier during the creation of the container. Now another thing to remove all the unused volumes. So whatever volumes we are using, and it is unused, like for certain reasons, like we are not using the volume, so we can remove all those things with the help of docker volume prune command. So you can just use docker volume prune. So it states a warning like remove all the local volumes not used by the container. So just press yes, and it has cleared all the space. And there is no other volume which is in use. So this is mostly done for our tutorial, but let me show one more thing here. So suppose we have our container running here, and I want to see the logs of the container without going inside the container. So what we can do is docker logs. You can give -f, and you can give 5f full container ID, or you can give the name of the container. So with this, you can see all the logs here being printed. It shows the nginx page is ready, up and running. Thanks for joining for the tutorial.